problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like and it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Goff now to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hey, Steve 6. 55 marks. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Throwing on third. Goff. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
76. He's checking. Crash.
On first down, it's Gurley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the... ...21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He's crashing. He's checking. Flicker.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
24 is the mic. Hey, Charlie. He's not going to get me. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D.
From the 24, Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hey, exit. Don't say nothing. 24 is the mic. 65, 65. 65. Black. 24 is the gun. Mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
24 is the mic. Pick it up, pick it up.
Cousins on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. To try again after the sack. Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Check. 24, go. 24 is the mic.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team. And everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
Let's go.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Cousins now. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Cousins to throw. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
24, bravo. 24 is the mic. Watch twist.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
24 is the mic. It's our time.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's go. Hey, 76. 76.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 55. Hey, Haywood. Check. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Here we go.
Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Rams...
...half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. After the sack on first down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. That's good for the Vikings. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Jahan, 180. Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, check 24. Check. Gun.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gun.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, wahoo. Let's see what you got. 26, Mike. 26. Through. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing is Cousins. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. Hey, Delta.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins gives way to Cook. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 44 yards on the ground.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Early on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D.
We go. 76. 76.
Mike, 54. Watch the car.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun. Gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check. 4 down. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
On first down, it's gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
26 Mike.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Rose.
Defense, just get out the field. Defense. Check 3. He's coming. Double up.
Off the play fake. Cousins. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
51. Watch the slant. Alert flare. Watch twist. Check.
Gun.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Switch. Check out. Line out.
Again, it's Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
I'm scared. Hey, Mike 51.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
We go tonight. 180. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check.
Super 66.
Mike 5.
From the 50, it's gone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yep. 20. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
Strip that ball. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, watch it.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
20.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Now Cook slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Listen to me.
26 months. Move. Get away from him.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Back to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And he's able to find Diggs. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
26 months.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
After the interception, here's Gall. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.